My main motivation was to really sort of reinvent the surfboard and to make a surfboard that serves just as good as a conventional board, if not better, but out of far healthier materials for the environment and healthier materials to work with, at the same time being a beautiful thing to look at. It's a blend of art and science. You have parameters and numbers that are guiding you towards the goal of how it's going to perform, but you also have to blend in your artistic touch to really create a unique surfboard. I've really focused on using sustainable and recyclable wood and recycled and recyclable foam. I've always just really looked critically at the materials that I'm putting into them and evaluating whether those materials have lower impact and last longer and are healthier than what a conventional board is made out of. Dan has been amazing to work with. He and I got together and I built like these 12 boards. I was going to go to Southern California and show people and see if this is going to be something I could do. And my first stop was his house in Ventura, and I just opened up the back of my van at the time and said, okay, why don't you just pick one out of here? And he just grabbed the first fish out of there and he's like, oh, this is the one. And that one ended up being a magic board for him, and that really planted a seed, and we just started thinking about different boards to build for him and ideas, and ended up traveling with him quite a bit, and that was super insightful because we could spend time in the water, watch him ride a wave and see what the board was doing right and see what it was doing wrong, and just make those fine adjustments and really think about how to take them to the next level. I was a lifeguard growing up. That was my first job, and I could spend the day in the water body surfing, but I couldn't spend the day in the water stand-up surfing, so I started making these little hand planes out of any sort of material I could find, like old kickboards, old bodyboards, and shaping them, carving down, and I rediscovered them over the last couple of years, just out of wanting to stay in shape and wanting to have a more connected feeling with the ocean, and different waves that you can surf that you can have so much more fun on body surfing or on a hand plane. And so I just started using all my kind of waste wood or offcuts from building the surfboard production to gluing up these little hand plane blanks and shaping them, and just made like 30 different outlines with templates and concaves, and it's surprising, but each one works so differently and is so unique. Like one will ride higher in the barrel and travel deeper and make sections, whereas the other one will plane out and get you way ahead of the wave. And for me, it's really inspired me again about surfing. You feel so connected, and it's a whole nother way of riding a wave that feels really new and with lots of kind of limitless possibilities, and it's just pure fun is what it is. A surfboard is similar to a guitar. The way I build them is similar to a guitar. I really approached it with that idea that a surfboard can be built using wood to have a certain resonance and a certain feeling to it, just like a guitar is built to have a certain sound, you know. And so using different types of woods, the combination of them, where they are in the board and where the weight in the board is, produces a certain feeling out of the board, a certain flex, a certain performance characteristic that I love.